am late, 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 late. Of course I'm late. Because I'm always late. And we're going to do video. And I got so much. All right, I'm going to sit here and wait. Live, it's live, it's live, it's live. And I'm going to go for exactly 15 minutes. So, my apologies to anyone. Dismiss, close unused applications. Okay. Okay. One person's here. I can't see. So I'm doing this from my laptop. And what is this in my face? What is that? There it is. Hit something so I know who's there. Hi. I gotta sit some kind of way so those beams behind me don't. Oh, it looks better there. I got multiple cameras going on, like I know what I'm doing. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hey, Rena. Hello, everybody. What I've already had a crazy day. For this to be hello, E-Star Voice. I can see everybody. Oh, this is so exciting. And as you can probably, you know what, I've got stuff going on. Can you guys see me clearly? Hello there. Look at everyone coming on in. Okay, I got to close some stuff out because I've got a lot of shit going on in the background. So give me a moment. I hope I don't click you off, but I got to close some stuff. Okay. Hello. Wow, lots of folks are ready to climb out. Are we excited? All right, so it looks like I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Okay. Am I freezing? We're clear? Looking like a star I am? Well, I don't feel like a star. You guys can imagine I don't feel very good. Most of you know that I have some back problems already, and I hate being. If I'm looking strange, I've got all kinds of stuff popping up on my laptop. I've got some back stuff going on, and to get rear-ended didn't help today. And you guys know that that's the third time in 90 days that my car's been hit. I don't know. All right, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time because, again, I'm really trying to keep this to 15 minutes because I know how my attention span is, and I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of people. I am not a big podcast fan, so those of you who keep asking me when my podcast is kicking off, I've been watching a lot of podcasts, and because of how my attention span is, I've literally wanted to stick a fork in my eye watching 60-minute podcasts. So I don't know how your brain is set up or how you function in this world, but 60 minutes is far too long for me. So we've got 35 people. I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to get some people some time to get here. There's nothing but the devil. I know, Raina, right? All I can be is my authentic self. I might drop a couple of curse words, so if you're saved by the blood of Jesus and curse words offend you, I'm probably not the chick that's going to help you get 28 days of self-care under your belt. Um, just me being the only person I know how to be. Hey there! I don't have my glasses on. You often say 50 where. I am 51 whole years old, and I've got 51-year-old eyes. And these things are really tiny. So, first of all, I told you to bring a journal and some tissue because I'm going to get started right now. There's 45 of us here. First and foremost, I just want to say welcome. Welcome to Climbing Out, right? We did it. So let me tell you why we are doing Climbing Out. Again, I'm going to go back to a few minutes ago, I was talking about podcasts. I am absolutely going to do my podcast, and I've been talking about doing my podcast for over a year. And if you are anything like me, what we're going to learn on this 28-day journey together is I'm a super fucking procrastinator. Procrastinators unite tomorrow, right? So one of the things that I am super duper good at is doing my to-do list, and everything that I don't do today, I'll put on my list tomorrow. And what I don't do today, I'll put on the list tomorrow. And I've been doing that with my podcast. So what happened and why Climbing Out came to be was if I do something to hold myself accountable. And this is something that's going to help anyone who is a negative self-talker like myself. Do something. Hi, Andrea. I am so glad to see that you are here. And thank you for saying that you're glad that I'm okay. Andrea was on the phone with me. We were having a hell of a conversation. I was in Baltimore today looking like a crazy person. If you didn't see on the news, a substance abuse treatment center closed down and didn't give any of the clients any notice. So there were 200 people in Baltimore today that had nowhere to go. And my client called and said, Erica, you got to go and get those people car to go get those people. And I'm in the thick of it while all of these people are disheveled and trying to find another treatment facility to go to. And I deal with the owners of the shutdown place, and just it's mayhem out there. And I do all that I can do. I get in my car. I'm headed to Rebound. I'm talking to Andrea on the phone, and I'm going, girl, how do we get this job? And then we blame it on God, and we're like, God did this to us, and boom. Yep, a car hit a car hit a car, and I was in an accident today. So I feel okay right now. I got some stuff going on, so I know that I'm not going to feel 100% tomorrow. So back to where we are. So I'm a procrastinator. I've told you guys for over a year that I've got this podcast going on. There's 50 of us here. Welcome, 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 everybody. Hello, Kim Wiggins, and thank you. Hello, Missy. Thank you for uniting. Another procrastinator united. You guys are the best. Okay, so y'all got to help me stay on task because, there might be some ADD in here too. Y'all know I used to smoke crack, so don't be getting me off task. So anyway, I've got this podcast in my gut, in my heart, in my head. So many of you are here because you've got things that are in your gut, in your heart, in your head. And that shit don't do nothing in our gut, in our heart, in our head. We got to get it out here. So what I did was to hold myself accountable. I said, let me take a small piece. So sometimes when you've got this big thing that you want to do, you got to take some small little nuggets and make it so you can hold yourself accountable. So what I did to hold me accountable, I said, on February 1st, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do it at 8 p.m. And because there are 13,000 of you, and I said it to you, I had to do it. So here we are. So you are my preamble to my podcast. So you're going to get me, my experience. And all I've got is my lived experience. So a couple of days ago, you saw that I said, I am no expert. I am just someone who keeps fucking up, and I want to fuck up less. Excuse my potty mouth. I am someone who just keeps screwing up and wants to screw up less. So here we are. I asked you to bring your journal, and I asked you to bring some tissue, because the only way that we can climb out is that we first have to recognize that we're in a place. So those of you who think that I post everything, oh my God, that girl posts everything. So I understand that transparency is key. The reason that I am blessed to have as much as I have, or experience the things that I experience, because it's not about saving face for me. I understand that every up, every down, every good, bad, or indifferent opportunity that I've been blessed to experience is an opportunity for me to help someone else. So over the past 2 years, so understand that climbing out wasn't something that I just said a couple of weeks ago, oh, let me go help other people climb out. Absolutely not. I've been climbing out for 2 whole years. So you guys watched it all. You watched and said yes to my mess. You watched family photos turn into selfies. You watched date 'em all, sis, to she by herself again. You watched the dog. Where's the dog? Like, y'all so goddamn nosy. With no shame. Y'all slide in my inbox and be like, I know I don't know you personally, but I'm like, oh God, what are these people about to ask me? Y'all will ask me anything, and I always answer. So what you don't know, and understand, in climbing out, you don't have to be at some state of suicide. A dark place does not have to be absolute ruin. You can be stagnant on your job. You can be sitting across the room from somebody that you just tired of being with, and you just haven't made the effort to get the hell out of that relationship. You could be in a friends group that isn't serving you anymore. You could be stuck parenting a teenager that you just keep making the wrong decisions because there's no playbook for being a parent. Climbing out is about climbing out of whatever experience hasn't been serving you, because you haven't been serving you. Because what we do as women is put everybody else in front of ourselves. And when we think that finally, oh yeah, I'm saying no, and all the times that I wanted to say yes, or I'm saying yes, and all the times it's a bunch of bullshit, because we know how to smile and pretend that we're okay when we're dying inside. So let's talk about acknowledging that we've been in a place. So that's what our journal is for. So over the next 28 days, we're going to have some journal prompts. So day 1 of climbing out, and we've only got 15 minutes because I'm not holding anybody up. Day 1 is about taking some time tonight to acknowledge that you've been in a space. And again, it doesn't have to be some destitute space. It just has to be somewhere that you want to climb out of. So tonight is about taking some time to write down in your journal where you've been and where you don't want to be anymore. And for the next 20 days, we're going to do some conscious, intentional, strategic things to get the fuck out of there. To get the heck out of there. Right? So, there are a couple of things. I wrote down some things. I didn't want to be all over the place because I can be all over the place. And we also have to talk about climbing out. It has to be on Mondays. We can't do it on Tuesdays. Guess why? I've got class on Tuesdays. All of you know everything about me. And when I said, oh, Tuesday, why didn't one of you say, Erica, you got class on Tuesdays from 6 to 8:30. We can't do it on Tuesdays because we've got class. So, are there any objections to moving climbing out to Mondays at 8? I think that's a great way to kick off the week. And it's only 15 minutes. We are at 12 minutes and 24 seconds. So anybody got here late, sorry, run it back because we got 15 minutes because I still have to take care of me. So we're going to talk about that tonight. So tonight on the first day of climbing out, journal prompts. Get yourself a book. I don't care if you go to the dollar store. You can buy some foo-foo book. Buy a book. Get a book. Right now I'm using a spiral notebook. But I am a journal junkie. I got books all over the house. All over the house. All right? Okay. In tonight's journal, for tonight's prompt, we're going to write, how did I get here? Donna, you're in. I'm glad you're in. And Monday's work? Great. That's fine. Perfect. Good. Tonight's journal prompt. Get your journal. And the prompt is, how did I get here? And you need to define for yourself where here is for you. It's real simple. This isn't something that you have to share with anybody because climbing out is about telling ourselves the truth. I need to tell Erica the truth when nobody's watching. When I'm not being dope as fuck on social media. When this damn wig is off. Well, I got a bonnet on and one eyebrow's crooked. One eyelash is on. When this contour not hitting like this with this ring light on, you think this fucking light is the light that follows me around this fucking house? You'll get to see her too, but tonight I had class. Oh, so trust and believe on Mondays at 8, you ain't getting her. Real me shows up on Monday at 8. Okay, journal prompts. How did I get here? It's going to be our initial prompt for tonight. This is day 1. How did I get here? Because we're climbing out, so we first have to acknowledge, how did I get here? Good job, Wanda Marie. We got it. Everybody got it? We got 84 people here. Good God Almighty. Let's go. How did I get here? Okay. And then each morning, starting tomorrow, today I will not. Real simple. It's not rocket science. Then we're going to start our morning routine. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Today I will not. Because we're going to start talking about boundaries. The shit that we're not accepting anymore. At least for the next 28 days. I'm telling you, we're going to do some good stuff. We're at 14 minutes and 59 seconds. Guess what? We're done. Climbing out. We got the first day done. Next time, Monday, 8 p.m. You guys have been so great. Thanks for allowing me to do this with you. Climbing out.